Hello, and
Hello,
welcome
guys.
back to Beer or Not to Beer. It's been a hot minute.
It's been a very long time.
And we're very, very sorry that we haven't done more of these already, but life just kind of got away with us with other vlogging stuff, and we just haven't had the chance to get back round to this. We've had beer stocked in the fridge for almost a year.
It has been a struggle because every time I'm like, oh, I want a nice beer.
So we can't have it.
And it's just laughing at us, staring at us. So I thought, let's start the Mason Arms season.
Yes, so last time we did it in our dining room, but we thought the weather's nice and we got the microphones, so screw it, let's do it in the Mason Arms bar.
Our rules on Beer or Not to Beer is to beer is something that we are enjoying. It's good. Not to beer.
Not so good.
Not so good. I wouldn't spend your hard-earned cash on it. And craft beer wanker.
It's top tier.
Top tier beer.
Top tier.
Top tier beer.
Just imagine it like the DB9 fridge in Top Gear.
Oh yes.
Yes, that's what that is. It goes in there, it never comes out.
Never comes out. That is a special beer for special occasions.
Of course, don't forget to like and subscribe. Make sure you check out the other video that we've done of this. We're hoping to do a lot more of these. If the weather keeps up like this, we could do one of these again very, very soon. It's 2 beers every video. So these are the 2 that we're going to go for this time.
So we're coming off our Lake District content. You would have seen our last video has just gone up for Keswick. And these 2 sour beers, they are both sours, are from the lovely Lake District. So with my one, it's a classic. It's the Vault City, and it is the Raspberry Cream Soda. It is 4.8 volume, so not a really strong sour beer.
And what I got was a Yonder Apple Blackberry Toasted Oat Crumble sour beer. So that is hopefully going to be nice and tasty and strong.
So we'll start with my one, the Raspberry Cream Soda. This was £5.70, so
not cheap.
Yeah, not cheap.
But when you're paying for these kind of things, it's kind of what's happening these days.
Shall we get to pouring?
Let's get pouring.
I'm growing my nails, so I can't actually.
Do you want me to do it?
No, it's all right. I got it. I'm an independent woman.
I don't know, man. I still love that sound.
It's like summer in a bowl.
You think you said that last time. Oh, it does smell nice. Sour, but not too sour. So I'm hoping there'll be a nice balance there.
Well, with the cream in it, I think it might dull down the sourness.
Yeah, maybe.
Oh, terrible pour.
Uh-oh.
Terrible pour. I am ever so sorry. Oh my God.
Bloody hell, babe.
Brief intermission.
Do you mean little finger trick? What is that? That's a disgrace.
Well, it is a raspberry cream soda. It looks like a cream soda.
Vile.
So off the back, and please just ignore the terrible pour.
Yeah, that was a bad pour.
That was a bad pour. It is quite dank.
Yeah.
It's hazy. It is a sour, so it's not a hazy IPA, but it's not clear. Nice foam. It smells beautiful.
Because in all honesty, guys, like when you smell it from the can and you smell it from the glass, it's the same thing with taste. There is a noticeable difference, especially with things where they pack it with fruity things and loads of different flavours. If you sit and let it open out, the smells and taste are very different. Oh yeah, that's a lot more fragrant.
Yeah, it's it doesn't smell too sour actually.
No, but yeah, that smells better out of the can.
Yeah,
much better out of the can. Taste test time?
Yes. So cheers. All the best. That's interesting.
Really? That's not what I thought you were going to say. I thought you were going to go, oh my God. Interesting. Why is it interesting?
So it's not too sour.
Really?
The sourness comes after. So on first sip, it's very nice and rich raspberry. I can't really taste like the creamy, soda-y side of things.
Right.
But I think maybe the creamy soda side of things is taking away that sourness. It's not a very sour beer, which is good for people that are being introduced to sours. They can be quite overwhelming for people just trying out and they're like, oh my God, that's too sour. This will be a really good starter to get into the sour game. It's on the...
For beginners then?
Yeah, on the back end, you've got that little bit of sourness, but really not overwhelming at all. Very refreshing, and I think...
Which is good for a nice summer's day.
I think this is a perfect sour for a good summer's day.
Okay, well, I'm going to dive in. Divulge. Oh, yeah, you're right. There is, like I said, the sourness that is there. Slight beer taste, and then that creaminess is kind of kicks in afterwards.
Yeah, it's on the back end,
and it is very light. Like it's like Sarah said, it's a very light beer. Like the sour doesn't take over here.
Yeah,
because that's the problem with sour sometimes.
Yeah, sometimes you have to take a couple of sips because you're like, oh, that's so sour, and then your taste buds get used to it and you can get the flavour. But from the get-go, this is not a particularly sour beer.
With a really sour beer, I'll take a few sips.
Yeah, and you
here and there and get through to it. But with this, I can just go. That is banging.
It's really nice, isn't it?
That is really nice. That is a good beer.
It is, and as I say, I think that is a really good introduction to a sour beer. So the raspberry cream soda from Vault City. I know this is a new edition, so I don't know if it's going to be a limited run or if they're going to keep stock of it. If it is a limited run, I think you need to get your hands on it
quick.
This is a perfect summer drink. As I said, a perfect introduction to sour beer. Really light, refreshing. That is a very easy drink, a very dangerous drink because it is so easy to drink. I'm going to say 2 beer.
For me, like, again, I'm just kind of re-saying what Sarah's already said. Like, the lightness is refreshing. It's not too sour. It's creamy. It's just a nice, easy drink on a day like this. Yeah, 100%. That's going into beer as well. Great beer. Get your hands on it if you can. Right, second and final, the Yonder. This was £6.75 a can. Again, quite expensive, but the reason I picked this up, because if you go and watch our Wells video, I think it was on the Wells video, it was either that or it was on the Cheddar Gorge one, I can't really remember, it's one of those two.
Just check the whole series.
Set the whole thing, just set the whole thing. That's fine, it's not a problem. You've got plenty of time, don't worry about it. In the hot tub, we tried a key lime pie from Yonder. And I would go up there, if I'd have known we could have got hold of it again, or I would have thought to have had it here, it would have gone straight into Craft Beer Wanker because it was that good. And since then, we've not been able to find it at all, and it's really annoying. So when I saw the Yonder thing and something to do with a pie, I snapped it up straight away, and I'm crossing all my fingers and toes that this is going to be just as good. So it's big talk, but
yeah. So with Yonder, they're relatively new. They are based down in Somerset. Very limited runs, not like Vault City where they have like their stuff that is always being sold and then they have their limited runs. All of their stuff is limited runs.
Yeah.
So hopefully you can still get hold of this if we do think it is good.
Yes, fingers crossed. So it's 6.5%. That's a strong boy.
I think that's why it's so expensive.
I think this should probably get a shake to wake, I imagine. But it's on the back. It says warm spices, sweet stewed green apple, and generous handful of ripe and juicy blackberries, all topped with a toasty oat crumble crust, drizzled in vanilla custard. Now that's a crumble we come home to.
Oh my God! How can you get that in a beer?
I mean, I'm hoping I'm getting all those flavours, but let's give it a little shake.
This is kind of like an autumnal beer.
It is an autumnal beer, considering the fact that we're out in glorious sunshine.
Oh no.
I don't want to do that because it's just going to go mental, isn't it? It's got to be a nice, gentle kind of twist and turn. Okay. Lovely, lovely sound.
You haven't taken the price off.
Yeah, well, sniff test.
Oh my God!
Oh,
even the crows.
Even the crows are agreeing. Give that a whiff. I imagine it's going to be better when we get it poured out, but tastes like grandma's apple pie, doesn't it?
I was going to say the last one was summer in a bowl. This is fall. This is
a full hearty meal.
Yeah, this is.
Which is weird in this heat.
It smells lovely though, very appley, but we need to air it.
Yeah, let's get it poured.
is he going to do a better pour than Mrs. Mason? Do you know what? He fucking is as well. And he's shit at pouring.
Nice and easy. Nice and easy, does it? Don't get too excited. Let's not get too excited. There you go. I think that is probably the best pour I have ever done.
Well done, babe.
That is a good, solid, decent pour. Tiny bit of head on there, not too bad. Right, so that's aired out. Let's give it another sniff before we start drinking. Okay. Smells pretty much the same.
Oh, okay.
It hasn't increased in smell.
Hasn't opened up.
Yeah, I mean, I'd say maybe a tiny bit. But saying that, you got a nose like a bloodhound compared to me.
No, I agree.
Yeah, it's about the same, isn't it? Maybe a tiny bit more.
It's not very strong smelling, seeming that it is nearly 7%. You know, when you get that smell of like, this is going to blow my socks off.
This is going to kill me. Right, taste test time. 1 apple teeth. Ooh. Ooh. Loads of flavours. They're all coming through.
Oh, are they?
They're all over the place, like in a good way. You can taste the apple, you can taste the pastry, like the crumble and everything. The blackberries are probably in the back seat, but they're there. It is a tiny bit sour, but there is also a nice decent amount of beer flavour in there as well.
Oh, okay.
It is actually quite well balanced. For all the bits that the parameters and all the bits that they're putting in there, they've balanced that quite well, I think.
Can you taste the cinnamon? Yeah?
Oh, that's nice. Get on it. Get on that. Get that down you.
Cheers, all the best. I agree with you. That tastes very beery.
In a good way, doesn't it?
Yeah. Well, I enjoy beer. I enjoy an IPA. I enjoy lager, pilsner, you know, pale ale.
You enjoy pretty much everything that's going.
Except for stout. But you're not really a typical beer drinker.
Yeah, which is one of the reasons why we started doing this part of our channel anyway, is me to try and drink some other things that I haven't necessarily had before.
So my view on it, it's not my favourite. I can taste the apples and I can taste a little bit of cinnamon. I can't taste the pastry.
You can't taste it? I can taste it. Oh, I can.
No, I can't.
Really?
No.
I can definitely taste that. It's not overpowering, but it's there. Really?
It's very strange how people's taste buds are very different. No, unfortunately, I can't taste the pastry side of things. It just tastes like a sour beer.
Are you disappointed? Are you disappointed? Really?
I think what it is I've built it up to that key lime pie. That was one of the best drinks I've ever had in my life.
Yeah, we're never going to have it again.
And I just thought that because with that key lime pie one, it just tasted like a key lime pie, and it was so pastry and meringue and creamy and
citrusy.
It was like the actual dessert.
It was the best balanced drink I've ever had, I think.
So I thought this would taste like that balanced dessert, but all I can taste is that it's like a cidery beer. Okay.
See, I agree in the case that I was kind of putting it up on the pedestal of like it's going to be going straight into craft beer wanker, and it's not going to. Spoiler alert. But I still really like it though. I mean, I can still taste the pastry. I know it's not that strong, but I can still taste everything that's in there. But it's not exactly the way you thought it would be.
No, it's not.
Okay.
Based on price, this is, you know, £7 a can. Unfortunately, I'm going to put it in not to beer. I feel really bad because I do love Yonder as a company and what they're doing.
Yeah, it's incredible stuff.
Incredible stuff. They're just getting their traction. They're getting
really mixing flavours, aren't
they? They're getting traction. They're getting into, you know, the craft beer bars. But this one, I just think the price
and for what you're expecting
and what I was expecting and what I got, it's a tasty sour. It's not too sour, but it doesn't blow me away, so I'm very sorry not to beer.
For me, you probably know where I'm going to go with it, but I like the flavours. I can taste the pastry even though you couldn't. I get your point in the fact that it's not exactly the way we thought it was going to be. The price is quite expensive, but I mean most of these kind of craft beers are getting to that point now in the climate that we're in, so I'm accepting that fact. and I still really like it. And in all honesty, if I saw it, I probably would pick it up again. So I am going to put it into beer. At the moment, I have had no not to beers at the moment. Maybe to do some IPAs, I'll probably chuck it in there. but at the moment, I really quite like it. Again, it's not exactly the way I thought it was going to be, but I'd still definitely drink it again.
So that's it. That's our review of the Bolt City Raspberry Cream Soda and the Yonder, very long name,
Apple Blackberry Toasted
oat.
Apple Blackberry Toasted Oat Crumble.
Okay. So that's our little review, guys. I hope you've enjoyed it. Obviously check out our previous video. It was a long time ago, but we are gonna try and get this content out. As we said at the start, we've got loads of beers in the fridge. We want to get out and try them. We've spent money on them. We're gonna try them. I want to drink them. We do want to drink them. Any suggestions for any IPAs? Sours are our best ones. Yes. They're our comfort.
So yeah, comment below. Link in description for these beers if we can find them anywhere online.
Indeed. Find us on all the social medias. Find us on
TikTok.
And find us on.
Buy me a coffee. We can buy me a beer if you feel like it.
And if we don't see you before,
see you after.
Cheers. All the best.